Yeah, it's a real shock to me to be in Portugal. It's really threw me back a lot. And the thing that struck me first was land degradation, because from my point of view, it's been taken back from even maybe 500 years ago as a much taller, more resilient forest to woodland, which is olives and carobs. And so I see how that's become a permanent ecosystem, but it's a degraded one. And I know that once there must have been a higher layer and a better protective level and better soils. Yeah, I can see the degradation. No, it seems like a country in paradise. I can't see any crisis at all. I can't see it in behaviour, and I can't see it in anything I'm looking at much. What I'm seeing, of course, that you all know about is the movement to the cities and newer houses. So when I see the old farmhouses and things, I'm not seeing crisis, I'm just seeing people who have moved. But I'm not particularly aware from comments of the students, that's all I've got to go on, and when I ask them, that there is the behaviour you get from people in crisis, which is either enormous passivity or enormous anger. So I'm not seeing those sorts of crises, but I'm not denying there's a crisis. I'm just saying I'm not seeing. I suppose it depends what you look at. Maybe not quite in terms of permaculture, but I see Portugal is massively well positioned to use all its graduates to turn things around. If you get so many people with university educations in every field, like, are they educating actually to get dollars, or are they educating? Imagine if the country and the leaders said, we're now going to put your minds and ability to rebuilding local economies and local environments and more work. And see, you've just got such capacity. I go to places where people are illiterate. Here, all this education could quickly become rebuild the country some other way. Yeah, I think Portugal's a bit buffered against the realities in some ways. I could say that about Australia, but the people I've met here and similarities.
Or even can be the opposite. But yeah, similarities would be nice.
Well, I'm not seeing massive unemployed people. I'm not seeing lots of squatters. I'm not seeing houses that are empty because mortgages, they've been put out because they couldn't leave their mortgage. Neither am I seeing hungry people on the streets. I've seen a couple of beggars at the market who were also running a business, and I thought that was just enterprising. So I guess I'm not exposed to enough of it. But on the surface, on the other thing, I can see the crisis is near because I'm seeing how much is imported. And the moment those imports stops, that's when the air will be switched off, and that's where you will see it. The imports drop quickly in almost everything you import. There's going to be something's happened. Okay, so I'm here at Vale da Lama, and I'm seeing a most fabulous ecosystem. I'm seeing something from mountains to slopes to flats down to the sea. I'm seeing the potential for wooded mountains, gentle fields, wetlands at the bottom, some river frontage. So physically, it's just the most beautiful piece of varied land. I wake up in the morning, I can see the sea. So that's a bit wonderful. I look at Vale da Lama from the point of view of permaculture systems, and I'm staggered at what's been achieved. It's absolutely wonderful. I can see the number of things that have been done, mainly volunteers, and it's only a very short time. I can see the people who come here, and from my point of view and other systems, they self-organise with the help of Walt and Nita beautifully. I've seen so much worse breakdown of places that this would be one of the best I've seen for management. I can see them getting their programs right. I can see them consulting. I can see volunteers learning. I can see woofers learning. I can see it's early days because I can compare it with centres like this that are 30 years old. So I've got establishment phases in my mind as they work out policies and reactions. Cool, doing beautifully. And really, I would like to credit Walt and Nita, and this is seriously, with working with this sort of situation. I reckon it's harder than they ever thought. Too many variables. But they're the people to do it.
Thank you very much.